on the Shawangunk Mountains in the snow, snowshoeing. Just came up this nice incline, great workout. It was only 3/4 of a mile distance-wise, but man, oh man, it's probably a full mile up. It feels like that's an exaggeration because a full mile is, 5,600 feet. I'm only about 1,000, maybe 1,200 feet up. But man, oh man, what a climb! So I decided to do a couple videos while I'm out on the trails today. I love doing videos on the trails, and I've gotten some comments that other people like that as well. So I decided to make a video up here on the trails while I'm out and about. So I flipped through my emails really quick to get some comments off of YouTube, and somebody made a comment. They're like, Marcus, is there a healthy wine to drink? What's the best wine? If I want to live a healthy diet, healthy lifestyle, what is the best wine to drink? Now, two disclaimers here. I drink wine. I love wine. I don't drink nearly as much wine as I used to drink. The other thing is, wine and health, it just doesn't go together. A lot of people say, oh, but it has antioxidants, it has resveratrol, it's got some good stuff in it, and plus a glass a day will, it's good for your heart and it relaxes you and you get good sleep. And I saw a scientific study and I saw it on TV, and that's the French paradox. So they come up with all these reasons on why they want to drink wine. I know when I'm drinking wine that it's not good for me. It's killing brain cells. It's screwing up my whole system. It's dehydrating me, but I enjoy it. So that's why I drink far less than I used to. And I'm in the wine business. I own a restaurant, so I'm constantly tasting wine. I spit a lot too, but I'm constantly tasting, and I really enjoy it. But it's a thing where I just said, okay, I got to just push that onto the side and just have it very limited time. So with that being said, I do enjoy wine. I do drink it, but not nearly as much. So what wines would you want to drink? First of all, the resveratrol issue, the whole cholesterol, resveratrol, antioxidant. To get a therapeutic dose of resveratrol, you would need like 25 glasses of wine. You need to be drunk. You need to be so wasted to get a therapeutic dose of resveratrol. And it wouldn't even be funny that you'd suffer so much damage to get that. It's like, well, let's take the poison to get the vitamin, right? That's a lot of people's mindset. They don't know that. And the highest level of resveratrol wine is Pinot Noir, specifically from New York, because when you're a vine and you're out on this kind of temperature, with snow packed all winter, up in the Finger Lakes especially at Dr. Frank's vineyard, was where the study was done. Dr. Creasy from Cornell University did that study back in the 90s for resveratrol in wine, and he found out that Dr. Frank's Pinot Noir in upstate New York had the most resveratrol out of any wine out there, 5 to 10 times the amount of other wines, right? But at 46, I forgot how they measure it, molars or something. It'll come to me. It's still nowhere near what you need to get as a therapeutic dose. If you want resveratrol, juice red grapes, get the seeds in there, get the skins in there, get all that in there. So you have the grape seed seeds in there, and get all that. If you want, take an isolated form. Okay, so it's not a whole food, but if you're interested in resveratrol, go buy 250 milligrams, 500 milligrams of resveratrol and take it. It's a super amazing antioxidant. It's like the fountain of youth is what they're calling this thing. But it doesn't mean you can abuse your body and take that. There's no silver bullet, like I said before, like I've said in many of my videos. So if you want to drink wine, you want to enjoy wine, the best wine, okay, here's the best wine. This is the best answer for a bad question. Low alcohol, no added nitrates. I'm sorry, sulfites. Nitrates are in hot dogs. No added sulfites. The wind's getting to me up here. No added sulfites, organically grown, organically made, organically made, no added sulfites, and low alcohol as possible, okay? That would be the key to getting the healthiest of a product that's not healthy, okay? It's like saying, well, how can I get a healthier cigarette, right? Okay, it might be lower nicotine, less filter or something, or light or whatever, but alcohol is still a poison. It's very dehydrating in your system. And the French paradox thing is totally false. These are things that have been manipulated over the course of time. Sure, the people in the French countryside might have a much better health than people in the cities, but there's a lot of factors. When you do studies like that, there's a lot of factors that they're not being shown at that time, or they're being shown at other times to meet an agenda somewhere else. But to say to have a glass of wine a day because it's good for your heart, and then all of a sudden somebody else manipulate that, well, alcohol's alcohol, so I'll have a beer a day, well, alcohol's alcohol, and I'll have whiskey, I'll have one whiskey a day, and my grandfather lived to be 90 and he had a whiskey every day. See, it works. You hear that story all the time, and that's not the case at all. Alcohol is a poison. It screws up your system. You know, there really is no good answer. But if you want to enjoy wine, go get some. There's some really great biodynamic, organic wines out there, lower alcohol, like homemade wine. That is what you would want to enjoy. That's your first choice if you're considered about your. I mean, I want to say if you're concerned about your health. But if you're concerned, you really wouldn't be drinking wine. So that's the way with that. But you know, the thing is, people say, oh, moderation. We're only going to have one glass. Your cells know no moderation. On a cellular level, your cells know to die or grow from whatever you put in it. So at that point, you have to say to yourself, I know the wine's bad for me, so I'm doing what I know is bad. Because that's the whole bottom line. What you're doing is bad. So just own up to it and say, okay, I am. Don't try to manipulate it somewhere where, oh, you think that it's going to be okay for 1 glass or 2 glasses or 1 day a week or 2 glasses. I know when I have a glass of wine that's not good for me. I know that. I'm not lying to myself. I'm not kidding to myself. And because I've been honest with myself, I've cut tremendously back because I've been honest with myself and not like, oh, well, play the moderation card. The moderation card is a bunch of BS. I'm Chef Marcus Giuliano. Let me get back to snowshoeing. I got to get down the mountain here soon. Got to plan my route because I'm not going down the way I came up because that is really nice and steep. But I think I'm going to traverse over that way and loop around, do a nice lollipop. So thanks for watching. If you like my videos, please hit like, subscribe to my channel, and thanks for watching.